not a lot of guys are willing to admit when they're wrong. And
True.
I've learned that as I got older.
True.
Just admit it. You know, it's cliche. You know, the truth shall set you free.
True.
But you know, if you just tell the truth, yeah, you're gonna get in trouble. You know,
True.
things may happen, things may work out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you hide from the truth, it's only gonna get worse. So what I've learned as I got older, just be honest. Just tell the truth. It's gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt you. And you may not like the outcome, but I guarantee you that if it's not the outcome that you wanted, you'll still feel good after it because you were honest and you didn't lie about it.
True.
Because if you lie about it, chances of you even making that relationship work again are probably going to be slim to none.
True.
The more you keep deny. So I've learned just straight up, fuck it. Admit it, tell the truth, say what you did, and hope for the best.
What caused the relationship to go sideways, to go south?
Well, I'll tell you this. For the first 2 years of dating, I was traveling to Texas once a month from here to go see her because I was living here, working here. You know, I didn't have the opportunity of moving over there. I'd say when it got bad was when I did move over there, is when things got worse. Being 22 years old, living with a woman for the first time ever, especially with a woman with a kid. When you're a mom status, you don't take any bullshit from anybody. You don't put up with anything. You know what you want. And if that person doesn't give you what you want or act right, then you're gone. And she was that kind of a person. I'm not looking for a child. I already have one. I'm not looking to babysit. I want to be in a relationship and I want to make it work. I took full advantage of that. See me, when I moved to Texas at 22, I was still in party mode. I wanted to party. Drugs, hooking up with girls. I didn't understand at that moment that I was living with my girlfriend and my stepdaughter. And for some reason, that just looked all past me. I don't know why. I wasn't even thinking about it. All I wanted to do was party. And yeah, I made the big mistake of downloading a dating website when I got there. And from there, everything just went downhill. Started meeting girls, hooking up with girls behind her back. And the relationship fell apart.
Can you recount the exact day and time of the day that you got caught? You don't have to say the exact date, but the exact day, the day of the week,
That
and
I got caught
exactly what you were doing.
with the cocaine.
Yeah.
It was at nighttime. I had just gotten home from work, sat on the couch. She was doing laundry. She asked for all my laundry stuff. Gave her my basket, and she started doing laundries, making sure. And you know how they check the pockets, make sure you don't have any cash or loose change for the washer and the dryer, whatever. She goes into one of my pair of pants and she pulls out 2 bags of cocaine.
What day of the week was that?
That was in the middle of the week, middle of a work week. I would say about Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because what I used to do also, Garth, is that I used to pack a baggie for myself before work every morning, go to work, do blow all day at work, kill it at work, because I was functioning on that. I actually was doing really good on it. And yeah, I would pack a bag every day to work. You know, every morning, pack a little bag for me, take it to work, and I'll be doing blow all day long until 6 o'clock when I left the office, go home, wait for my wife to get home, and then when she got home, I'll say I'm going out and I'll go get another bag.
So you were a functioning addict.
Yeah, I was a functioning addict on cocaine.
Was that the only drug of choice that you were using, or you were using it?
I was using that only at that time. I've always smoked weed. I've been smoking weed since I was 14. I still currently do. But that's the only thing that I do now. There's no more drugs. Because after that, not only did I lose my wife at the time, I went to jail.
Let's talk a little bit about that. So, because it all correlates,
Yeah.
because that's like a stepping. It's like a going up a ladder. So you start off being curious,
Yeah.
checking out these dating websites, see if you can hook up, and then once you hook up, you got introduced to blow,
Yeah.
and then you start using blow, and then from there, your relationship start going down, and then you ended up behind bars. So let's talk a little bit
Yeah.
about that.
Everything was everything went downhill, and I was doing about 1.5 grams a day, almost 6 days a week.
6 days.
About 6 days a week. I was spending about $100 a day. Just in the 6 months that I was in Texas, I spent nearly $7,000 in just cocaine.
Where were you getting the money from to spend it?
I was working.
Are you?
I was doing insurance.
Mm,
I've been doing insurance since I was for 17 years, since I was 17 years old. So
mhm.
half my life. It's good money, but I was making really good money over there. And plus, the rent was cheap back then.
Mhm.
Cost of things were cheap, but I wanted the premium stuff. So premium costs more.
Right.
So I was spending almost about 600 a week on cocaine.
That's a
For
very
about
expensive
yeah,
habit.
yeah. And it was bad because I would sleep with a plate next to me. That at any given moment, that if I ever woke up in the middle of the night, like to go use the bathroom or whatever, couple of bumps there, go back to sleep, wake up in the morning for work at like 7 o'clock, wake up, pack my baggie, and then go to work.
I've heard that when someone uses cocaine, it tends to make them more hyperactive. How were you able to take a sniff of it and then go back to sleep?
I don't know either. My friends were like, "How do you do that? How do you take bumps and then go back to sleep?" I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's just my body was used to it. It was I don't know. I've gotten used to it where I would just sleep with a plate next to me, and just anytime that I woke up, hey, quick couple of bumps and then go back to sleep.
So at that time, she didn't know that you were doing
She
that.
had no idea. Well, when we were living together, I never had obviously I would never have a plate next to me.
Ah,
So what I did was, she would go to sleep early because she had to be up super early because of the kid. So as soon as she went to bed, I'm on the couch watching TV because I'm a night owl. I like going to bed late at night. So while she's sleeping, I'm in the couch 10 feet from her in the living room, snoring all night.
the episode, or what was the situation that caused you?
That was a real funny story. I'll tell you this one
Yeah.
right now. So when I moved to Texas, right, because we were doing long distance for 2 years, and I said, you know what, fuck it, like I'm just gonna move up there.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me a job. I got a job offer, and everything was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Drove up there, and was there for 7 months. And Garth, I don't know why, but I don't know. Things weren't working out. I was doing too much, and I guess I wasn't used to the fact that I was living with a woman, and I just wanted to party. So I did everything that I could to come back to Florida.
Mm.
I don't know why. And my ex-wife is probably one of the best woman out there.
Before we go,
But
before we jump ahead,
I'm gonna get to
let's
that jail part now.
yes, talk about the jail part.
So
And
I moved. I ended up moving back here after 7 months,
Mhm.
which that really extremely pissed her off. I mean, we were fighting for days because she's like, "You just got here, now you're back again." Like, it was bad. The marriage was pretty much over. It was getting there.
Mhm.
Moved back here. And then, when I got back here, I was kind of excited because my plug was here again. And the plug had he had the best shit.
Mhm.
I didn't know anybody in Texas, so I had to go to places where I did not want to go get my shit.
Mhm.
when I came back here, I already knew the person, and I already knew where the area was, and it was cakewalk. I already knew what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was excited to come back here, right? So fast forward to the day that I went to jail. I was at a friend's house, and me and her, we were still married. You know, we were trying to figure out how to make it work. One day it was Friday night, I remember, Friday. And 2015 was also when I got divorced. So I only was married for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So 2015 was divorce, and 2015 was when I went to jail. So it was just a bad year for me. So I left my house Friday night. I was with the boys at my house Friday night. I said, boys, I'm going to go out and get something to eat real quick. When I come back, we're going out. And even, this is how much of a fiend I was. Even though I was going down the block to go grab some bite to eat, what did I do? I packed a baggie for myself.
Just because, and you were just going down the block?
Go 3 blocks. I packed a baggie for me. Yeah, because I wanted to do it as much as I could up until I got to the restaurant or to the fast food place where I was getting my food.
A quickie hit.
Quickie in the hit while I was ordering. Quickie hit while I was getting the food out. Everything. I was ordering. Hey, can I get a burger? Yeah, large fry. All the way till I got my food. Got my food. Was going home. Get pulled over. The guy comes back to me. The cop goes, you know why I pulled you over? I go, no, why? He goes, you know your tags expired over 6 months. And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. I'm like, holy shit. And I was already geeked out. I was already on blow. I was on so much blow. In a matter of that 10-minute or 10-minute drive, I was geeked the hell out.
So you were still 22, or were you 23 by then?
I was, when I got arrested, that was 25. Yeah, because that was 2015, so that was 10 years ago. I'm 35. So
okay.
I was 25 years old. He tells me my tag has been expired for 7 months. Then I give him my license. Here's the kicker part. Comes back, he goes, oh, you know your license is suspended too. I'm like, oh my God. I go, this is crazy. So, but when I got pulled over, I made the biggest mistake. And my brother's a cop here, right? He's a detective. When I told him the story, he goes, dude, you're dumb, first of all. Because what I did was, when I got pulled over, I turned off my car. And remember, you know the key where you hit the little silver button and the key flips up? That's where I was doing my bumps, right? So I turned off the car and I put the key on top of the roof because my paranoid ass was like, oh, if I just do everything by the book, I'm not going to make it seem like I'm running away. So if I just turn my car and I show him that I put the keys on top of the roof, he doesn't think I'm driving away or anything, right?
Right.
Cop comes to my door and on the key, I forgot to close the key. On the key was residue from blow. Cop goes, I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle. He didn't say anything. He didn't mention the blow. No, he goes, hey, I'm gonna need you to step out. And I'm like, why? Like in my head, I'm like, why? I didn't ask him why, but in my head, I'm like, oh God, here we go. I might as well just tell him everything because he's gonna find out now. He already asked me to get out of the car. Now I don't know if I was assuming that he was gonna search me. But before he couldn't even do that, I don't know if I made the mistake of I admitted that I had it in my pocket before even letting him continue with me getting out of the car and seeing what he was going to do. Whether, talk to me or give me a warning or whatever. But I figured, hey, if you're already asking me to get out of the car, chances of I'm not getting back in that car, So brings me out of the car. Then he has me turn around to face my car and he goes, look at the key. And I'm looking at the key and I see all the residue. I'm like, oh my God. He goes, you want to tell me something? I'm like, well, yeah, I have a bag in my pocket. He goes, pull it out. So I pull out. Here you go. It was a 0.7, not even a gram. It was a 0.7. And, long story short, he cuffed me. Said, he's got to take me in. because I was so cool with him and so cooperative and I admitted everything, thank God that I was with my friend, that he allowed my friend to take my car home and not impound it. So I was thankful for that. So I said, hey man, look, if you're letting my friend take the car home, man, can you just let this one slide? It's only a 0.7, man. It's not even a gram. There's nothing. He goes, nah, man. It's like, look, I can let your friend take your car home, but you got to come with me, man. I got to cuff you. Went to jail. Here's where it gets funny. Well, funny, but worse for me.